Hey guys, Darth Glork here, back with part 20 of our Fallout 4 Season 2 playthrough. So last time, if memory serves, we obviously, judging by my outfit, we did the Silver Shroud stuff. And this time, we are going to be leading the episode with that. I think we need to go save What's-His-Face. And I think that'll be our starting, yeah, we need to go save What's-His-Face, so... And that way we can ditch this armor. So until then, we are stuck with it. Anyway, so that's the plan. So we're going to go save him. So, while we're traveling, sorry for the lack of... Let's just find Kent. Do you think it's like... What do you mean find Kent? Anyway, that's not what I wanted. World map. Alright, whatever. We'll just teleport over there and figure it out. Alright, good neighbor. Anyway, sorry for the lack of videos the last few days. It's been like freaking 5 days or something since my last video, so sorry about that. There's been lots of IRL stress going on. I'm starting a new job, and part of the problem is it is a driving job. So, I like driving, and I'm very naturally, it's one of the only things I'm naturally good at. And, but the problem is, to do a lot of the driving jobs that I do, you need to get a physical. And so there's been lots of doctor's appointments and such garbage and related things that I've had to do because I have to get the physical, and then there was like paperwork stuff, and then I had to go see another doctor, and it was just like an onslaught. So it's been very annoying. It's been very, very annoying. And so by the time I'm done, because the problem is the doctor's appointments are always right in the center of the day. So they like ruin all the schedule I could have had for recording, and maybe I could have done like less, you know what I mean? Like, maybe I could have done less. You know, maybe I could have, like, done, like, one video just to get something out. But the issue was I was so stressed out because I was dealing with all these appointments and starting jobs and crap. She's actually coming to me. That's pretty funny. Anyway, but the issue was I was so stressed out that I just didn't want to record. By the time I was done with it, I just didn't think my commentary would be good, so I just didn't. So I am sorry for the lack of videos, but I think today I should be able to record Fallout 4 and Far Cry 3, and so today should be a regular day. But as obviously I am starting a new job, the upload schedules will be changing. I don't know how soon, but eventually. And so you might notice a change in that, but we'll see.
Oh, it's you. Oh, sugar. I told Kent all that hero stuff was going to get you both killed. Oh, God. Oh, God.
I need to know what happened.
A dozen of them, armed to the teeth, just rushed in, grabbed Kent, and then they were gone. When they took him away, they left you a message. Just listen to Kent's radio station. It keeps playing it over and over again.
Alright. The Silver Shroud.
What are you doing?
St. John, all clear.
This is the Shroud's headquarters. So you must be the Silver Shroud's little friend. Yes. If you want to see your friend alive, Shroud, meet me at Milton General Hospital. Don't do it, Shroud. It's a trap. Save yourself. Ah! Ah! Oh my God! Do it, Shroud! Do it! On my knee. Ah!
Alright. So now we know he's at Milton General Hospital. Anyway, so yeah, sorry for the lack of videos, but today should be a regular day, and, you know, the upload schedule will be changing at some point. I'm not sure exactly when or exactly what it'll be, but we're gonna, you know, kind of jump off that bridge when we have to. Milton General Hospital. Luckily, we've already discovered it, so that's mighty convenient. Anyway, but happy to be back, though. Happy to be back, though. Okay, we are here. Let me just check my bullet situation. What's going on with it? 1,400, 1,200. Wow, I got a lot of ammunition for my snipers. Okay. Okay, they're empty. There's a lag spike there a second ago. Ignore it. Okay. Let's, my health is a little bit lower than I'd like. Mire alert, that might be a little high. Although cram only does a very little bits though, so really taking one of these and then taking a cram might be a good idea. There we go. That'll get me back to full. And then let's give it an autosave. I heard a super mutant right as I opened the menu, but it's okay. Nope, no one's here. I think just for a moment, I think I heard a beep like a suicider. So let's just get inside before that kicks off, huh? And then we'll find Kent, and we'll save Kent if we can, but I'm not all that worried about it, to be honest. I think I remember last time, I think I remember most times when I do this, I have to reload the save like 95 times. So. I know, that's crazy. Well, that's not actually any different than it is now. If you want the doc to treat you here, you have to pay him to get like the surgeries or anything else. So that's not any different. It's not any different, darling. Not anymore. Oh, overdue book. We got company. Fusion cell. Desk fans, obviously. Who? Oh. Tripwire and the laser pistol missed me. And even if it hit me, it was only one. Hey, let's go find her! Creeping around the wrong way. You keep looking for me, pal. I'm sure you'll find me eventually. Really should be looking a little better for booby traps. I take the drugs, even though I ain't gonna use them. Obviously, it was worth it because there was some pretty good aid items in some of those, but really should be looking for booby traps on the stall doors a little better because back there I wasn't at all looking. All right, anyway, get him right in the face. Look at that, it was a free grenade because he was holding one. Alright, now where is the first guy? One of these guys, I mean, this is the dude that I think, domed. Someone just stepped on a... Ah, there he is. Alright, there's the elevator, but I feel like we should stick to one floor at a time before we move on. I'm sure you will. I totally trust you. Fashionable, fashionable. Define fashionable. Alright. It'd be really, I think it'd be a little funny if eventually, and I don't think it happens because I played this game a lot of times and I don't recall it ever happening, but if you hit a button and there was like something on the elevator, I think that'd be a good touch. I don't recall it ever actually happening, but in general, it would be a really cool touch. The Raiders are arguing with each other.
Nice.
Kate thought that was hot. I see that safe down there. And I guess we'll go for it. Because I'm a glutton for punishment. Alright, so it's way over on the very far left. It's not obviously all the way down. It's probably a little bit higher. No, a little higher, I think. There it is.
That's
It's like I can see the lines in the Matrix. Alright, so obviously all those are out of order, so must go this way. Guess this is the person that triggered the explosive. The landmine.
Open fire! Playtime! First crack at the gear!
I think we'll take all but the steel. Hang on a minute. Keep feeling like something's crawling on me. It's probably just me being antsy, because my brain does that. Convinces me something's happening to me that's not at all happening. They'll be like, hey, something's crawling on you. I'll be like, yeah, is it though? Because I'm having my doubts. And the answer is almost always no. Now, you know, occasionally it happens. And sometimes the answer will be yes, but a lot of the time, it's not true. It's your brain convincing you of something that's a complete lie. Wonder glue. And then, of course, money is great because it's free. It weighs nothing, and it gives you cloth, which is awesome. Something lying around in there. Nifty. 5.56. That's good. We're not carrying anything that fires 5.56 currently. But if eventually we could carry that assault rifle we have that does fire 5.56. So, you know, eventually that could be a plan for us. Blood pack, whiskey. But it's an empty blood pack. That one's not empty, but most of them are empty. Bone saw. I think I actually destroyed this turret without actually doing it. Maybe that grenade I threw earlier by accident was worth it. I almost think for a moment I remember thinking, oh, look at that, that grenade wasn't worthless. I don't remember if that's true or not, but, you know, there was a lot happening. I don't really remember how accurate that is. Take that. Combat rifle. Meloid. I combined metal and alloyed, so it was meloid. Meloid sounds like a fake word from a sci-fi universe or something. Alright, darling, you with me? She's coming. She's coming. Alright.
Going up.
Are you with me, Kate?
Huh? Bye, bud. Gotcha, you bastard! Oh, that must have hurt.
We got him. There's a lot of Nuka cherries lying around. Which, it occurs to me, we actually could probably have some of this. There, these don't heal very much, but they do weigh a little bit, so.
I'm just getting started.
Come on, I know you're back there. I will throw a grenade down in that room, I'll do it. Glad I didn't have to, but I would have. I think the fuse is worth it.
Why don't you just die?
It's a rude thing to say to somebody. I can't believe you said that to me. Cute little dead end.
Just die!
Oh, look at that. I hear that turret around here somewhere.
Sweet.
Well, you made that look like child's play.
I certainly did. I don't like to brag or nothing, but
Ain't personal, just you or me.
you know, technically, they're raiders screaming at me. Technically, you are forcing this engagement because if you like just stood there and did nothing, I would probably do nothing in return.
Got it.
So I'm just saying that that really you're forcing this engagement between the two of us. I think this is probably where I'm supposed to go, considering my objective is beneath me. Whoa! Betcha she didn't expect me to be right there. Something splits into the floor. Ignore it as best you can. Eventually we'll be away from this area and then it'll be fine. There's some sugar bombs, but nothing good. Alright, I'm anxious to get away from that glitched noise. Left. Oh, wow.
Yes.
I hear that. So let's say, I heard it. I don't know if to move or react in any way, but I heard it. I already think I have a syringer rifle. Plus, I'm never going to use it.
The goddamn shadows next.
I know. I hear you, darling. Man, that, bet you that raider didn't expect me to be right there. Bet you that was unexpected. Between you and the gurney there, darling. It's a little hard to walk around. Alright, and that's where I came in, so... Oh, the glitchy noise. What is that mysterious glitchy noise? Wow, he, like, really tanked that really well. Ah, I got him, though. Admit it, and I admit my gut reaction is to pull a grenade whenever things get a little hairy. And I probably do it too much. Also, we're out of range of the glitch noise. I no longer can hear it. So if that makes you as happy as it makes me, then I'm certain you are probably thrilled. Alright, so that's the elevator. I almost think that's to guess to where we're going next, I think. Like, I think that's where we go to progress, and that's just from memory. Also, it looks like the glitch is away. But it was this that I'm curious about. Okay, this is a drop down, though. Although there's people already dead down there, so that makes me think, like, we shouldn't be down there. Because that makes me feel like we were already there, you know? Alright. We'll give it a save before we actually take the elevator. Because I've only ever... I mean, it does happen. It does happen, but... I only feel like there's one elevator that I can know from memory that I know it's glitched. There's only one that comes to mind. Oh, okay, hang on. I think this is the scene. But there's one elevator, and it's at a parking garage somewhere. I'll know it. I would know it if I saw it. And you fall through the floor. Every time I've taken the elevator, you fall through the floor after you activate it. But that's the only one that comes to mind. But I know that the game, I think that the game is loading during elevators. And so I think that's the reason it's likely to glitch. Because you're not even in a loading screen. It's like an in-game loading screen. But you're not, you know. So it's kind of weird. But the game has a bad habit of freezing during those sections. Anyway, let's give it another save. And then let's try seeing how this goes.
I'm gonna say it again. Hold, assholes. Anyone turns heel, I'm coming for you and your family. And you, Shroud, you step any closer, and we get to see what's inside Kent's head.
What do you want, Sinjin?
We'll get to that. Some of these losers think you're some sort of legend. Like you walk straight out of a comic book. But you and I know, you're human. And you're weak. You came here and for what? Your little sidekick?
So, you're the strong one.
Yeah. Because I don't give a damn about anyone or anything. There's nothing I wouldn't do to win. So what's gonna happen is this. I'm going to kill Kent. Then we're gonna shoot the hell out of you. Nothing's gonna be left but paste. Then, I'm going to Good Neighbor and kill every last worthless bastard there and burn the whole thing down. No one screws with Sinjin.
What happens is this. Everyone that points a gun at me dies. Every last one.
Jesus. Sinjin can't do anything to us if he's dead.
Cowards! Cowards!
Alright, well. Here's the funny thing is, I managed to save, like, I managed to talk him down, but I accidentally shot. I don't know if I did or if he did. So, you know. I told you that was the reason I wasn't all that concerned, though. Because I'm like, oh, whatever. Alright, anyway. I don't need anything you have. Anyway. I'm probably not going to reload that checkpoint, by the way, because I don't really think I care. Like I said, I don't really think I care, but some of these guys are going to have ammo and stuff, so... feel like it makes sense to just take from their corpses. Although, did you see that Kate loved me scaring all of his bros? Kate thought that was incredibly awesome. It's like Kate loved that. Sorry, Kent. It is what it is, brother. There's nothing I could do. I mean, yeah, I could reload the save, but that's a lot of work, man, and I really wasn't all that invested to begin with. Oh, it was a lighter. Okay, I wasn't imagining a lighter. Make the globe. This person had a name, though. Calibrated assault rifle. I wonder if you could put a different receiver on the assault rifles to make it fire a different caliber. Let's take one, just to find out. 44 hunting rifle. Alright. Any other sweet little bit of good stuff up here? Alright. So, the real question now is there another way out of this area? Or do I go out the same way? You probably just go out the same way. Alright, let me go ahead and give it a save. And let's go ahead and go talk to Hancock as Shroud. And that'll be a good spot to turn this in. Okay.
You call that a gun?
Bro, don't even get me started on that, alright? I will destroy you. Anyway, Hancock. Hello.
Go ahead.
Job's done. St. John's dead.
All by your lonesome, you took down the big bad St. John. We get to walk that tightrope of freedom one more day. Take this for the effort.
Much obliged.
Gutter's been running a little too red lately. You keep them clean, and you're welcome back anytime.
Booyah! Alright. Well, that's fantastic. BAM! No, I'm kidding. just shoot the guy for no reason. Just cold-blooded murder. So yeah, Kent didn't survive, but I was not at all emotionally attached, so that's fine. Alright, let's see. Put on this, take off that, and we're back to my sweet, sweet Courser outfit. Put that. Now we can see me again. Nice. I have my cute hair again. Fantastic. Alright, so let's go ahead and run back home and drop off any loot we're carrying. Let's see if you can put a different receiver on the assault rifle to see if you can... I'm mostly curious to see if I can get it to fire 38, because if I can, that means we can switch out our go-to pipe rifle for another 38 caliber, because it's a very common ammo type, on the assault rifle, which could be really good, so we'll see. Okay. We are back. So, sorry I had to click on my fan. It was incredibly ambitious to think I could live without my fan blowing on me. Unfortunate, but true. So, the buzz is back, unfortunately. But, as usual, I will, mute different audio things so that it's as quiet as possible. Or, I'll mute cutscenes and stuff. Just to try and cut down on some of the annoyance. Alright, we're getting rid of a lot of this extra stuff. We don't need any drugs on us. Because obviously the waifu, now that she's drug-free, will not approve of us using drugs. Plus, I don't like getting addicted to them. It's annoying to have an addiction, so... Alright, let's go ahead and see. Can we put... no. Okay, you cannot change the ammo type of the regular one. Now, we have almost 2,000 rounds for our assault rifle now, so that's interesting. But yeah, it turns out you cannot change it. So the ammo type is what it is. But yeah, and I don't think there's anything else all that impressive. At the moment, we don't need this gun at the moment, but it is what it is. Let's see. We can put this back for now. Oh, you know what? I think you could probably take... I think it's pipe. No, it's not pipe. Is it another combat rifle? I almost think you can put a 38. Let me go ahead and check. If we have another... There we go. Give me another pipe rifle. Can't you change this one to a 38? Ah, you can. Yes. Changes the ammo type to 38 caliber. It is less damage. It still fires 45, but yeah, with this one you can make it fire 38. With all the other upgrades, so let's see. At the moment it goes to like 30 damage basically without any other toys on it, basically. And then where is our pipe rifle? See, even, okay, so yeah, so just switching, if we made this combat rifle, like, take the place of the Spitfire, just because it's a combat rifle, it makes it, adds 5 more damage, basically. So, that's tempting. I think we might end up doing just that. But I think we need, yeah, we need rank 4 gun nut before we can do that. But we can do that. And if we did, that would make this, this would be our new go-to, you know, for the very common 38 caliber, which would be necessary, but it makes it go up by 5 damage, not even with any other attachments and toys on it. So that is something to consider, and we will probably end up doing that. It sucks to be carrying 2 combat rifles, just because I think that means that they will sound the same, but it would make us more efficient with our go-to, so that's not that bad. Anyway, the question is what to do next? What to do next? Okay, welcome to the Coastal Cottage. I have decided we're going to start Far Harbor, so that's the plan. Mostly because it doesn't matter when you start. It doesn't matter when you start Far Harbor, or Nuka World for that matter. So considering it doesn't matter, and because the problem is looking at our quests, what we have on us at the moment. We have this one, but it doesn't seem like this a big deal to do this quest because we don't listen to Diamond City Radio. So boosting his confidence it's cool, and you know, and it's a fine quest or whatever. It's just it's a quest, but its biggest benefit is the fact that it changes Travis's voice so that he's really confident, really suave, very cool. The issue is we're never going to listen to Diamond City Radio because there's a possibility that The Wanderer by Dion will come on, and the last time that did in Season 1, they copyrighted my video to hell and back, and so they would not release the video. So I had to go through all kinds of... It was a pain in the butt to get that resolved. So we're never going to listen to the radio station because I don't want to risk it. Which means that quest isn't that important. This quest is the next main story quest for the Institute. It will officially fully on piss off the railroad, if memory serves. And so, which obviously we're not informing the railroad, we don't care about them, but it will make permanent enemies of them, I'm almost positive. Which is fine, but charging through the main story it's fine, but we're not in that big of a rush to do it because it's main story quest. This one is the continuing on with the Vault 88 DLC. We did the DLC in Season 1, but the issue is it doesn't really make sense on an RP perspective for our character to be working with Vault Tech for any variety, and it's just building stuff, and you build lots of little things, you assign people, but it's really not that crazy of a DLC. It's okay. Mostly you just sort of get through it just so you can have access to building in a vault, but we're never going to build in the vault, like actually use it as a full settlement, so it's just more work if I have to put any work into it, so I don't really care. This one is a repeating quest, I'm pretty sure. This one is to start Nuka World. This one is Railroad. This one is Railroad. We have the one we're doing. This one is if we wanted to join the Brotherhood of Steel. This one is it's also Brotherhood of Steel. This one is to get the Minutemen, get them going, and then we have some miscellaneous quests. McCready is a companion we're never going to carry, and then Bobby is it's a quest. It's fine. We just haven't done it. So our options are obviously limited. So because of it, we could poke around the Commonwealth, or we can start a major quest line and, you know, something I'm more familiar with. So because of it, that's the reason that we're starting that we're heading towards Far Harbor, because why not? It'll give us access to a slew of new quests, new places to explore, and I think that's a-okay. So that's kind of the reason why. I'm tempted to discover that, mostly so I get the experience for doing it, which I guess we could do. There's no harm in discovering it. We're not in, you know, a fired up hurry anyways. I feel like most times I'm on this bridge, there is, like, settlers or something getting attacked by raiders. I feel like it's over there, and I feel like that's what kicks off. There's a light over here. This sounds familiar. I almost don't think this is a hostile thing. I think this is, like, if this is the one I'm thinking of, I almost think this one belongs to, like, a regular group of regular people. I think it's like an actual settlement or something. I might be thinking of a different place. Fish pack. There's some dead raiders. I might be thinking of something else. Well, obviously it was worth coming over here just for this stuff. And then obviously that one's not open. Okay. Well, it was worth poking over here just for the ammo and stuff. Oh, is that? Okay. It's just a crack in the concrete. I thought that was a thought there was something else. I don't know why I'm going all the way to the back of this thing. It's not going to lead anywhere. Yeah, that was kind of a weird choice there. But whatever. Yeah, we'll have to get gun nut rank 4 so that we can change a combat rifle to change it to 38 caliber. Oh. Anyway, we'll have to do that. I think that would be really cool, I think. It's like, where are you gonna go, little guy? Anyway. But yeah, well, we'll have to do that, because then we could, you know, be carrying another combat rifle, which would make our go-to just 5 more damage, just because it's a combat rifle, so that could be really good. I wonder if it would sound different. If changing the caliber of the bullets will make it sound any different. I'd be surprised if it did, because that's kind of a fine detail, and it tends to be a little more fine than I would kind of give credit for. Like, I would be really surprised. That's a really specific detail. So I'd kind of be surprised if it changed anything, but it's kind of cool to daydream, you know? If you changed it to 38 caliber so it fires a different caliber, so it sounds different. I'd be interested. But yeah, it would be cool to increase the damage output of our go-to, because obviously at the moment, one of our go-tos is the Spitfire, so we'll probably call it Spitfire Mark II, because then we have the Thunderbolt, which does fire 45, which is fine. And I don't want to be carrying 2 guns that fire 45. That's a waste, but could be worth it. Plus, getting better gun nut will make it. I think we don't have all of the stuff. I think, like, for instance, I don't think there's not a drum mag on this. I don't think. So, you know, there's a few upgrades left to get on the combat rifles. So, it would be kind of neat to finish up getting some of the good stuff there. You know. So, just following the beach. Looks like we got some ghouls. Oh, I think there was like oil or something in the water. I mean, there's another one down here, darling, if you care. Never mind. I got it. Interesting. Oh, I'll take the watch and the hairbrush. Dog tags is just steel. It doesn't mean anything. Anyway. And there's the glowing one, which we already got. Very top of the map here. But yeah, it'd kind of be nice to get Far Harbor rolling, just to get new armor drops options, and yeah, we'll get new armors, and get a few new weapons floating around, stuff like that. I think that could be really convenient. So it makes sense timing-wise. I am okay with it. I like how there's this little pathway. It's very cute. It's very cute. And plus, maybe we could find a new outfit. We've been wearing the Corsair armor a long time. And it could really be okay for a change of scenery. Would be nice. Ah, oil. Always a good thing. Okay. I don't think there's anything else too juicy. I feel like somewhere I've seen cigarette machines have bobby pins on top. Maybe in a few places, so I always see cigarette machines and I think bobby pins, even though that's not exactly an all-the-time thing or anything. But for some reason, I always think it. Oh yeah, the other thing I was thinking is one of the bonuses about switching to a combat rifle for our 38, once we do that, is the sights. Because the glow sights, I feel like are the best option for the pipe stuff. Otherwise,
Damn it! Come in!
Anyway, otherwise the sights that come with combat rifles are a lot better. The other, like, other sights for the pipe stuff, I don't like it, like the reflex sights. They're like screws, and they're not that great. Whereas the sights for the combat rifles are a lot better.
I know you're listening on the other end. Where is she? Where is my daughter?
You've been at this for hours. Stop. You need sleep.
She's out there, Ray. Someone has her. It could be raiders, or gunners, or God knows what else.
Okay, we're gonna try being nice to these people, and I'm hoping because of Kate's backstory, maybe she won't be pissed about it. Knock knock. I'm with Valentine's Detective Agency. I'm here to talk.
What? Who are you? I'm sorry, but we don't have time for visitors or caravans or wherever you're from.
I'm with Valentine's Detective Agency. You asked for help?
Oh, thank God. You have to get working right away.
So, what's the story with you and Nick?
Ran with him on one of his cases a few years back, searching for some sort of lost heirloom. He needed a boat. Things didn't end well. Nick's client double-crossed us once we had what he was looking for. I still have some lead lodged into my hip. But we got out. And now, my daughter's missing, and there's only one detective agency I know of in the Commonwealth.
I'm here to help. Tell me what happened.
It's all thanks to this damn radio.
Our daughter Kasumi likes to fix things. The radio was her latest project.
Until she made contact with some kidnapper who lured her away from us.
Or maybe she left on her own. She's not a child anymore. Our daughter is 19. She knows how to survive, and she's capable. I think maybe she left because she wanted her own life.
No, she would have told us where she was going. She would have said something. I know my daughter is in danger. I can feel it. Find her, please.
Do you have any idea where she could have gone?
We know she took one of the boats, but that's all. She could be anywhere.
I'll find her. Don't you worry.
Thank you. Her room is upstairs if that helps. And if you had any more questions about her, just ask.
Okay. See, I was thinking that, like, with Kate's backstory, with how her parents, like, sold her and stuff, like, if it comes to, like, a lost daughter, or, I don't know, I feel like there is surely some sympathies that can be drawn there. So far, Kate had no disapproval there, even though I was nice to them. So I think that means, because obviously we're trying to help Kasumi, maybe Kate can relate a little bit. Maybe we can make that work, you know?
Mr. Nakano.
Did you have questions? About my daughter?
Tell me more about this radio she was fixing.
I've tried to get that damn thing to work over and over again, but there's nothing. I thought she just wanted to strip it for parts or build a toaster out of it, or something, like she usually does. Someone made contact with her, and then they took her. God, what kind of twisted psychopath has my daughter?
Anything more you could tell me about Kasumi? The smallest detail could be important.
I don't know what more to say. She's my little girl, and she doesn't know how dangerous this world is. I never should have let her grandfather teach her how to fix these machines.
Her grandfather? He taught her how to fix the radio?
Ever since she was old enough to walk, yes. Her grandfather had an ear for machines. Kasumi picked up the knack. He passed away recently. He used to scavenge the ruins in the south for parts. I kept telling him he was getting too old.
No more questions right now.
Work quickly, Detective.
Okay, so far it's all good the waifu, which is a good start.
Mrs. Nakano.
I suppose you have questions about my daughter.
I'd like to know more about Kasumi. Might shine a light on where she's gone.
My daughter is strong, focused, careful. That's how I know she's still alive. But why would she leave without telling us? Maybe we... No, never mind. I don't want to waste your time.
Every detail is important, Mrs. Nakano. Don't hold back.
No, it's nothing. I don't want to distract you, Detective.
Tell me about this radio your daughter was working on.
I remember Kasumi was very excited about it. I figured she was secretly trying to make contact with Diamond City or another settlement. We're pretty isolated out here. She only has us for company, and Kenji can be overprotective.
Nothing else right now.
Okay, so I failed that charisma check. I know, it's very surprising. Me fail a charisma check. Alright, so her room is upstairs. I just heard a door. I was just like, the heck was that? I mean, they're not gonna notice if a few bullets are missing, okay? Anyway, but this isn't even her room, I don't think. Wait, but Kasumi's projects. Lamp.
Project log, lamp. Yep, it's a lamp. Filament plus power equals light. I swear, sometimes I think my parents break these things just to keep me busy.
I mean, maybe. I'm not gonna go ham on... I'm not gonna go ham on robbing this stuff. It's part of an aesthetic, man. Like, this isn't a random settlement. So I'm not gonna go crazy on looting this stuff. But there's a couple of key things that maybe I'll take, you know? Okay, Kasumi's journal. Radio project update. The range on that thing is just terrible. Nothing but static and the occasional crazy thinking the machine is talking to me. Ugh. I'm gonna work on boosting the bandwidth range. There's a lot of electronics left in Granddad's boathouse. With all of the nautical navigation tech he was tinkering with, I bet I could find something that can pick up frequencies from farther out. Now, where did I leave my key to the safe? Actually, I mean, I guess I could take it, I guess. Alright, boathouse.
Project log, dreams. Recording what I can remember when I wake up. I keep having the same one. I'm in a white room. People are talking about me like I'm not there, or maybe they just don't care. And then there's this, I don't know, jolt, like a spark of electricity to the back of my head, and then everyone turns to look at me. God, I hope I don't have it again tonight.
Interesting.
Project log, radio. Correction, working radio. I'll finally get some news outside this house. My handle is going to be... let's go with... Ohm's Law. That should confuse the creeps. And if someone actually gets the reference, then we'll at least have circuitry in common.
I can promise you I don't get that reference. She's obviously smarter than me. I don't even know if it's a real reference.
Hello? Testing? Project log. Holotape player. Managed to strip out the parts from this thing and make something that's easier to move around. Granddad always said you need to make a record when you start something. You know, in case you have to go back to it. So, I guess I'm going to start doing that. Maybe I should start with an inventory of all the parts I found?
Kasumi! Your father needs help with the boat.
I'll be right there. Oh, damn. Was I recording that? Project log. Kitchen mixer. The circuits are still good, but all the mechanical parts are rusted through. Maybe I can...
All right, everyone. I'll be back in a few days. Was there anything else we needed from the city?
Wait, you're going now? No! Wait, Dad, I could come with you.
It is better if I go alone, Kasumi. Do not worry. I have your list.
You don't know what half that list is, Dad. I can help you. Really, I'll be...
I said no. I'm sorry. You're safe here, okay? Just stay put for me.
Okay.
I know you're disappointed, but I won't be long. I love you.
I love you too, Dad.
Well, I mean, to me, she just sounds like a girl desperate for some kind of adventure, you know? Cooped up for too long, and really desperate just to get out, to see something, which if all you've ever seen, or most of only the only thing that you've ever seen, is this, you know, is this. How, but babe, that's an unfair requirement. I mean, how could I possibly concentrate with you nearby? I can't, clearly. Anyway, you know, but like, she just sounds like a desperate girl who really badly wanted to do something exciting, which I can understand that, you know. If all you've ever had was this, you know, then you probably were pretty stinking desperate for anything exciting to be happening, so.
Let me know if you want help with that log.
I got it, babe. Grandfather's note. My dear Kasumi, if you ever get locked out of the safe, then the answer is here in the boathouse. Picture where the key is. Love, Granddad. I could pick that, but I obviously know where the key is. That's not what I meant. Also not what I meant. You find a hidden key. I certainly did. Now I don't have to pick it. Okay.
Project log? Myself. I never really thought about who or what I am, but God, where do I start? The radio. I was right about the range. I managed to get a signal, a strong signal from up north. There's a group of people up there. They say they're all synthetic people, made by the Institute. They are trying to build a place for their kind, where they can be themselves and be accepted for what they are alongside human beings. It sounds wonderful, but then they started asking about me, and some questions came up. Questions I don't have answers to. I mean, I've always felt off, like I'm not really supposed to be here, but then there are things in my childhood I can't remember, and I've been having strange dreams. I'm going to go to meet these synths. I have to know the truth about myself. They've told me to sail up north to a town called Far Harbor. I can make my way to them from there.
Okay. So we learned where she is. Couple of random thoughts, though. For one, have you ever just, like, looked at the sky? Just, like, you know, smell the roses in the games you play all the time. And I'm super guilty of this as well. But, like, it was prettier when it was dark, you know? Like, this in-between is pretty in its own way, but... Other thing, the moon actually moves. You guys saw. I was sighting up the moon, and it actually moved. So that's... I mean, you know, it makes sense, right? If any player looked and suddenly it just vanished, it'd be pretty obvious, but... Anyway... But, you know, so I don't blame Kasumi. I've never looked it up. I don't actually know if Kasumi is actually a synth or not, but I've never believed it, like, because to me it just sounds like that it's a lot of, like, circumstantial evidence without actually knowing and without looking it up, my gut instinct is lots of circumstantial evidence, because she's like, I've been having strange dreams. Lots of reasons to be having strange dreams. The mind is a strange thing. My brain does all kinds of weird things that make no sense. You know, the brain is a strange thing. It does all kinds of strange things all the time, and strange dreams do come up. I mean, you know, so that doesn't necessarily prove a thing. So that's the first thing, and then, yeah, she doesn't remember things about her childhood. People's memories are different things. I don't remember most of my childhood, but I know I had one. Just, you know, and people's memories. I had friends in high school that had photographic memories, so they could remember everything they've ever seen, or whatever. Like, you know, like, people's memories are very different things, but even between my sisters and I, we have very... You know, we remember different parts of our own childhoods very differently. I mean, like, not like same things differently, but things stand out to us more than others. So, like, memory is another strange thing. So it's like, without actually knowing it, like, does she have a synth component? Is she actually a synth or not? I don't personally believe she is, unless I see, like, here's the evidence. Yup, she's a synth. And again, without looking it up, I personally I don't believe she's actually a synth. I think she is desperate for adventure, and I think that there is some circumstantial evidence that enough to raise questions, but it's enough of a reason for her to get out and for her to be like, man, I just really want to see something. So I think combined, I feel like her arm didn't need to be twisted that badly for her to actually want to go, and I think combined it was enough to get her to go. But I don't actually believe she's a synth, and maybe some point I'll look it up. But, you know, I don't really believe she is without seeing other evidence.
Have you finished your investigation? Did you find anything?
I think I know where Kasumi went. A place called Far Harbor?
She went that far up north? God, That explains why she took the boat. There's no time to waste. You have to go after her.
Wait, did you find out why she left, Detective? Who she was speaking to?
What does it matter?
Because I know my daughter, and if she didn't tell us where she went, then she had a reason. Don't you want to know if she wants to be found?
You're right, Detective. Did you find any clue to why Kasumi left home?
Your daughter made contact with a group of synths. She thinks she's one of them.
What? That's crazy.
She's not a synth. She's our daughter. We raised her. I gave birth to her. She's flesh and blood, not a synthetic.
Maybe your daughter's just confused, having an identity crisis.
Oh God, does she even think we're still her parents?
This is what I was afraid of. Someone twisting my daughter's mind. You have to get to Far Harbor. Take my ship on the dock. It has a guidance system, a final gift from my father, and it's built for distance.
I'll get to the bottom of this, Kenji.
Thank you. I know you haven't asked for a payment, and we can't offer much. But here, please take it. I insist. For expenses, if nothing else.
Thanks, bro. Don't worry, guys. I'll get back your daughter. Alright. So I can tell the Railroad or the Institute about the Synth Refuge. And I'm tempted, and a little part of me's tempted, but we are and oh, look, cat. Hello, kitty. Sorry, it's not B to crouch. Sorry, I had a crouching crisis. Hello, kitty. It's a good looking cat for a game that doesn't have, you know, like a cat followers. Considering there's like 5 cats in the game or whatever, like cats are not common, and considering how few of them there are, it's a good looking cat. Well done, Bethesda. Well done. Anyway, but
What I wouldn't give for a good stiff drink.
hey, Kate, you ready to go on a sailing adventure with me? Just you and me on a couple's trip? It's gonna be so exciting. Alright, to Far Harbor. And I do think it would not at all surprise me if we told, let's actually stand outside. It's, I can't see crap from inside. Anyway, I mean, like, this thing is so high, how could you possibly, you know, I mean, maybe the fear of you hitting anything is really unlikely, but I'd rather just stand on the side. Headcanon, Kate standing in the boat too. Anyway, and I do think we probably will tell the Institute about the refuge, but we're gonna wait till after the main quest is over. We're gonna wait till we tell till we get Kasumi out of there, because if we tell them beforehand, they'll want to raid it, and Kasumi will die. So, and that much I know because I've looked it up. So we will probably tell them, but we will definitely be waiting till after they are gone. So after Kasumi is gone and safely back home, then we will tell. Then we will tell the Institute about the refuge if we decide to tell them, but not beforehand. But not before. Maybe if we're really dreaming, we could find new armor here, which would be great. Do you think Kate's gonna? I mean, I didn't dismiss her, so she should teleport to me as soon as we reach the harbor. So, or the dock. That's the name. I forgot the name of the what it was called. As soon as we reach the dock, I think. Ooh, I wonder if we... Hang on a minute. Let's enjoy the in-game music for a second. Like, reaching a new area and stuff. The in-game music is really good, and I don't appreciate it enough. Anyway. Far from home. But yeah, Kate should teleport to me as soon as we... Yeah, there we go. Thank heavens. I'm so excited. I've never taken you anywhere that wasn't... I mean, almost anywhere, period. But especially somewhere that's a new land. Are you excited?
Hey, what is it? If you want to talk, I'm here for you.
Your thoughts?
All this walking's wearing me out.
Man.
Your thoughts?
If it's fun you're looking for, you found the woman of your dreams.
Man, so true.
Nothing else I needed.
No problem.
So true, darling. So true. Alright. Let's go. Hello!
Are you lost? This is Far Harbor. We don't get many visitors around here.
We don't need no freeloaders or more help, mainlander. So you can get back in your boat and leave.
Alan, this isn't your dock. It belongs to the whole town. And that means strangers are welcome. Sorry, you've caught us during a difficult time. But Alan's got a point. Not all visitors have good intentions. So, what's your business here?
A young woman from the Commonwealth named Kasumi may have passed through here. Her family hired me to find her.
Some sort of detective, huh? Well, she came through here all right.
Damn it. Mariners incoming.
Something's coming through the fog!
You, help us defend the town, and I'll answer any questions you have. Take a post at the top of the wall, near the main gate. The hull never lets us down. Now follow me!
Alright.
Be careful on the hull, stranger. Don't fall off!
Even if I fell off, we'd be
I'll
fine.
be able to rescue you in time.
Rescue you, indeed. I'd be surprised if...
Something's out there.
Move. I'll take this spot. I'll be the one getting most of the kills, I think.
This ain't a drill.
I can hear the monsters.
Eyes peeled, everyone.
Ah, here we go.
Open the gate! I've got wounded out here!
There's no time. Look to the fog. They're coming.
Well, they better, I don't think I've ever seen these people survive.
Defend yourselves!
This is a really dumb weapon choice. Oh, friendly fire!
No. Eyes on the fog. Something's coming.
Someone's chucking Molotovs at friendly things.
Clear.
All right. Well done, all.
Well, that better have been worth the 100 rounds I spent. Hey, Captain Avery. You know how much ammo I spent protecting your stupid settlement? 100! Give or take. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen those people survive very long on the
Avery.
outside.
And now you see what we're up against. The fog and the creatures it spits out have taken the whole island from my people. And for your help when we needed it, you deserve this.
You've lost the whole island?
Oh, the fog's been here forever. There are good years when it recedes and the island's almost normal. Then there are times when it spreads all over. And people have to cling to any patch of land free of the fog. For the past, 8 years or so, it's been getting as bad as it's ever been. Now, Far Harbor's one of the only places left that's safe.
If you managed to survive despite all that, you must be tough.
Ornery, more like.
I'm done cowering behind your damn hull, Avery. Time you let me deal with the real problem. With the right people and my guns, I can end those Children of Adam cultists for good.
The fog's been here forever. The children didn't make it.
Before the Rat Eaters came, the fog was under control. They come, and it all goes wrong. It's time we do something.
No need to burden the stranger with all this nonsense.
What's the deal with the Children of Adam?
They're religious folk. Worship the power of Adam. Which is radiation, I guess. If you want details, you'd have to find and ask them. We used to have a peace with them until a certain hothead menace named Alan Lee...
Now that's enough. That preacher came into the harbor saying that it was Adam's will that we lost our land. That it was Adam's goddamn will that we lost so many friends and family. And that the Atom would wipe this whole place clean of us.
If it were up to me, you'd hang for what you did to that preacher, Alan.
Can we get back to business?
Sorry for all that. You're here for Kasumi, right? She headed inland to the Synth Refuge, Acadia. Getting there will be dangerous. You'll need a guide. Old Longfellow. No one knows the fog like him. But word of warning, he's a bit of an acquired taste.
I don't need a guide.
I don't recommend going it alone. If you change your mind, best place to look for Longfellow is the bar, the last plank. Before you do that, though, please, lend a hand around town if you're able. Even if it's slapped away. People like the Mariner and Cassie and others need help. And let me say something you might not hear again. Thank you.
I mean, yeah, man. It's, So here's the thing. Do I have to use Longfellow? I think I remember thinking this before. That, like, I wasn't sure if I needed to, or if I could, go without talking to him. Because they are like, talk to him, but, like, I mean, I could talk to him. It doesn't mean I have to help him. I just steal right from his register. Which I guess we could talk to him, but I'd rather rarely not help him. Because I don't want to, I mean, I don't want to get rid of Kate for this guy. I know where it is. So I think we might give it a shot and see if I can tell him, like, tell me where it is, man. I don't need help. We'll see.
Captain Avery said you can get me to Acadia?
Heard there was a scuffle out there. You get your hands dirty? I'm done leading people to their deaths in the fog. Last fella couldn't keep up. Didn't last 5 minutes.
Can you tell me about Acadia?
Strange folk like there. Call themselves synths. Seems to me they just want to be left alone, to live their life in peace. They've done some good turns for us islanders. The fog condensers, most especially, wouldn't even be a Far Harbor left without those.
I'm not some no-name mainlander. I'm tough enough for your little island.
Sling a bit of lead on the hull, and now you think you're ready to walk in the fog, do you? Things you'll see inland make that look like a Sunday stroll.
Really? Do I look like your average mainlander?
Truth be told, no. This goes against my better judgment. I could get you to Acadia, but you've got to listen to me. Go where I say, when I say it. Still won't be easy. You stock up on your necessities, Rad-X and the like, and then the real work can begin.
I need to take care of a few things.
Handle your necessities, then off with you.
Alright. Just gonna even locked points of interest map markers across the island. Neat. What, the magazine? I mean, I think so, babe. Anyway, I'm just gonna look it up. Like, because I'm really curious. Like, do I need Longfellow? Like, I'd rather not. Like, maybe he doesn't count as a companion. Like, during this part, like, maybe he leads you, because that has happened in other things. So maybe that's the case. And if we're lucky, I don't need him at all. Or if I do need him, it's not as a companion. We'll see. Okay, we are back. It occurs to me that, like, I couldn't find a definitive answer online, no surprise. But it occurs to me, like, he'll tell me if he's about to kick away my companion, or Kate will be like, yo, what the hell, or whatever. So let's just talk to him. Be like, yep, let's go, or whatever, and just see what happens. I don't know why I'm waiting.
Hi.
You ready to head to Acadia?
Oh, for sure, bro. Take me there.
Let's go, Longfellow.
Follow me.
See? There we go. We've answered the question. No, he does not count as a companion during this part. See? That was it. That was as simple as that was. Like, I don't know why I hesitated or made that more difficult than I needed to. Like, it's very, very straightforward. I'm like spamming A. I think he's right in front of the door. There we go. I don't know if that's the case, but I've always told myself that when, like, they go right through and you can't follow, it's because they're standing in front of the door. Or they're loading, and so that they will be in front of the door. That's what I've always told myself is the reason why you can't follow after them immediately. But I have no idea if that's true. I'll be fine.
You might want to take this for the road. Case foul, but it'll help.
Thanks, bro.
You talk to Cassie Dalton?
We need shame through the old mountain trail.
Huh, looks like the little buggers despawned.
Like nothing you've seen in the comic. Mainlanders think a dose of Radaway is all you need.
Which is technically true.
Tracks, fresh ones. Trappers ahead. When the bullets start flying, find cover. Keep your head down if you want to live.
Keep your head down. Against trappers, can you even imagine? Oh yeah, be careful, man. If those regular trappers, if you don't save me from them, I don't know if I'll survive. Yeah, man, I don't know if I'll survive. I actually got that guy when he stood up. That's surprising. Anyway, let's go, darling. We gotta save the old man. I'm not even spec'd into rifles, and I almost one-shotted that guy. 2 shots. I got that guy too. So, Longfellow, who's saving who? Hmm? Wow. Yeah, who's saving who exactly? Leather, submachine gun, trapper. I don't have those parts of the trapper armor.
You're not half bad, Strap. Figured I'd have to take care of a lot. Might just make a proper Far Harbor woman.
Oh yeah. Maybe if I grow up one day big and strong, I could be as cool as you. Probably not, but a woman can hope. Probably not, old timer, but man, maybe one day. I'm just like so just. This is such a brat. just like an incessant stream of talking smack. Alright, there's the Molotov. He's not carrying any other raider or trapper pieces. Some crappy pipe rifles. I don't think there's anything for me to cook. There is not. Okay. Can confirm. There's not. I want to change armor. I really like what I've been wearing, but I'm also really tired of it. And I'm very ready to switch. I don't need that because I already took his armor and I already looted that guy. Because the second guy up top, he dropped down already. Alright. Can continue. For aesthetics, we'll turn off my light. Alright, lead the way. The waifu is catching up, taking up the rear. Which is fine, so long as she's with us. Oh, we should be saving it, like, a lot more than I am. I am not saving it at all. Like, not nearly as often as I should be.
There's someone or something else here.
Yeah, there's ghouls to the right, I think. From memory, I think there was ghouls to the right or trappers on that boat or something. Oh, hang on. Called it. Told you there was ghouls. Uh-oh. There is a ghoul. It's a big, nasty ghoul. Wow. Legendary my ass. I guess I'll look, but I would be surprised. Oh, it's just more damage. Mighty missile launcher. It's just like a regular one, but with more damage. Okay, I'll take it. I'm glad I checked, because just like a regular default damage increase is obviously great. Pro snap camera is obviously great, but often that, it doesn't. Often not that lucky. Often it's like, does more damage against flying monkeys or whatever. You're like, okay, but why am I using my missile launcher to shoot flying monkeys? And, I'm just not doing that. So usually that's what that stuff rotates back around to. I'll have time to loot these locations after we do this. I really should, be prioritizing following Longfellow, and then as soon as we're done, then I can backtrack and look around.
That's it.
Automatic laser pistol. It was obviously worth it. Got some good ammo there. Coast Guard hat, I already have one. Yeah, we don't need to be doing this right this moment. Prioritizing. Alright. Try and catch up with the old man. Already looted that guy. Sorry, bro. I get easily distracted. As I'm clearly demonstrating. Obviously worth it. Sorry, man. Like I said, very easily distracted. Continue. I'm with you. Dang it. Bees, not crouch. Meat. Come on, dude. It's one wolf. Let me save you. Clearly. Those don't feel like your average dog. But ultimately, they're still basically a dog, so I wouldn't worry about it.
They usually stick to the deep fog.
Okay, now obviously, I heard that. And I'm okay with not tangling with one of them. We would be fine if it came to it, but I'd rather not.
Go higher than you and me. The whole island was covered in fog. The fog eventually rolled back. People resettled, but they got comfortable and started taking things for granted. Folk got short memories. All this has happened before.
Oh, I think there's... Oh, it's like a wind turbine. I was like, what is this? Like, is there flying creatures that I forgot about? Did I black out on flying creatures? Oh. Bet you ain't gonna hit me like that again, nerd. Gulp or innards? Guess I'll take both of that. Gulp or innards, gold watch. I don't need a lot of that. Take those. I guess I'll take the glass bowl. Alright, I need some things. Let's go. Let's see. These ones are cooked, so let's take one of those. And then let's have the crispy squirrel bits to polish off. Alright, continue.
Gulper's got a fondness for fresh water.
You're so right.
Small gulper, the ones in these parts, is a fair challenge.
I one-shotted one of those ones. Not really.
They can grow 2-3 times the size of a man. Good thing you don't see too many of them.
Boy, I'll say. You like that turn? That spicy turn? I certainly do, darling. And if you think this is a good time, you and I are definitely destined for each other. I'm not saying anything really spicy back there. It's a good go-to. The damage output's not fantastic, but for low-level stuff, my rifle does a pretty good job against low-level enemies, and it helps saves me ammo too for all my automatic stuff. So, what? Oh,
Stringing one more soul to their damnation, old man?
Well, what have we here? Another rad worshipping lunatic. That's what.
Your barbs do not harm me. I am shielded by my faith.
How about bullets? Faith shield you against those too?
Who's she?
One of them children of Adam preachers. Started off as pests. Now they're more like a menace.
Do not sully this one with your blasphemy, old man. You. I suggest you go no further. Acadia is a nest of snakes. Beasts that subvert the will of Adam.
What's Acadia done to make you distrust them?
They supply Far Harbor with the means to turn back Adam's holy fog. You'd do well to avoid such creatures, and instead seek the only true master of this land.
All right, I'm listening. Tell me about Adam.
Tell you? Look around. You stride through his kingdom. A land blanketed beneath sacred fog. A land Adam has claimed for his children. And you may join our family if he deems you worthy.
worthy? What do I have to do to join?
There is a ritual his children must perform. If you succeed, you will be rewarded with entrance into our family.
Suppose I've got nothing better to do.
Huh. Adam usually prefers those with a bit more fervor. But nonetheless, if you wish to test his favor, seek the nucleus.
If you're done wasting time with a fanatic, let's...
I was just talking, bro. Don't be so close-minded. So, the thing about Far Harbor is in Season 1, we joined the Children of Adam, and with the RP, it made the most sense. The issue is, we're probably going to do the same thing in this one. The problem is because I thought long and hard about how I could do things differently if I could get myself to do anything differently, and for the DLC decisions, and the issue is, it makes, like, siding with Acadia makes no sense, because we're going Institute this time. I don't really foresee our character having an actual problem with synths or thinking that they're actually just robots. I picture that she doesn't really care about their struggle one way or the other. I don't actually think that she thinks they're abominations like the Brotherhood. I don't really think that she thinks they're just machines, because obviously she's dealt with Nick and stuff like that. So I feel like that she probably deep down believes that they're more or less, like, you know, beings too, with real, like, thoughts and feelings and stuff. Because obviously Nick kind of proves that point, right? Among lots of other synths, but he's the one that comes to mind. But siding with them makes no sense, right? So I feel like that it's way more in character that she just cares about Sean, she cares about her interests, and now she cares about Kate, but otherwise she's not really all that invested. I feel like that she's she likes being powerful, she likes exerting power over others, and so, you know, I mean, she has that, like, that later on, she has that raider mentality. She has that, like, you know, she's worried about hers and her interests, and really that's kind of it, and how she can expand her own power and ability, and that's kind of it. So we're probably going to side with the Children of Adam again, because siding with Acadia makes no sense. With Far Harbor, I kind of come to the same thing. Like, why would she doesn't care about these people. She doesn't care about them. She doesn't genuinely want to help them unless she's getting paid to. And so we'll probably end up doing a lot of their quests, because again, she'll be getting paid to. But otherwise, she doesn't really care about them or their struggle either. So, but with the Children of Adam, that later on, I mean, obviously she's had dealings with the Children of Adam, and I could picture her curiosity being piqued, because she's like, these people survive, like, in the crater way over in the Commonwealth. She's like, this should kill most people. Most people don't survive long-term radiation exposure like this. Whereas the Children of Adam are clearly, they'll just hang out in mass radiation and they'll be okay. So maybe that her curiosity, if nothing else, maybe that's the start of it, that her curiosity is piqued, that she's like, somehow they're surviving, right? Now, later on, I mean, you know, spoiler warning, but later on, when you do the trial of Adam and you see, like, I forget what they call it, the mother or something, and maybe she's like, crap, are the Children of Adam onto something? Like, are they onto some kind of being or whatever? Like, so maybe that, and maybe that'll be the extent of it, but if nothing else, I feel like she probably thinks that she can help control the Children of Adam, that she could see it as an opportunity to exert her own power, and maybe combined with, maybe she's like, well, crap, maybe the Children of Adam are onto something. Now, I think that's very similar, if not the same thing, to how we did it in Season 1, but it'll probably be going down most the same way in this one, too. So, if that type of dealio kind of bothers you, I am sorry to hear that. But, it's the RP we're going with, and it makes the most sense, I feel like, so here we are.
No fog.
I noticed.
Acadia's not too far now.
I mean, none of the radiation-inducing fog. There is fog, obviously. Obviously. I forgot we leveled up. We're gonna have to spend that point in a minute here. Hang on, bro. There's ammo lying around. I can smell it. Well, I made the perilous journey.
And we've arrived. Acadia's already been watching us for a good spell. If you want to talk with them, just go inside. They'll be waiting for you. You need my help again, you come see me. Got a cabin just outside of Far Harbor. Good place to tool up your gear, get some rest, or get stinking drunk. Just make sure if you're bringing a bottle of something strong, there's enough to share.
Maybe later, Longfellow.
All right, but I'm serious about the offer. You ever want to hunt the forests and waters of the island together, I could think of worse things to do.
Alright, well. Good luck. Just me and you, Kate. I don't need him. Oh, we should let the actual XP come in. Okay, so leveling up. Leveled up a while ago. Now, how far are we on the health tree? Oh, we've got to Cannibal. We have, the next level could get us to Ghoulish, but I'm more tempted to get the next level of Gun Nut, because then we could finish that off, which would be fantastic. But also, that would be nice, because then we could do that switching over of that combat rifle to a 38 cal, which I think would be wise. Although we're pretty near to getting radiation now, like getting Ghoulish, with considering how much time we'll be spending in radiation. Working up this tree makes sense, because the first tier, radiation will now regenerate your lost health, so that's a good thing. It'll help balance it out. Level 2 is radiation now regenerates even more of your health. Level 3, it regenerates even more, and some feral ghouls will randomly become friendly. And the final level is rad damage will now slowly begin to heal, restoring health in the process. So radiation isn't as, you know, final as it might appear. But I'm thinking we'll probably grab the last gun nut so that we can finally finish off that particular little tree, which I think could be wise. Could be wise. Alright, I'm thinking let's take a quick little detour home and drop off some things, and I will see you guys in a minute after we have after I figure out how to get the heck out of this map. Okay, we are back home in Sanctuary. We got some stuff to drop off here. We got a fair amount of good loot, though, considering we weren't like clearing locations or anything, but considering what we were doing, we got a lot of good stuff. We drop off the mighty missile launcher. We're holding on to those. Dropping off the coastal armor. We could try it on and see. We don't have a full set of trapper, so there's no reason to hang on to it. We'll have some stuff to cook here. I actually didn't mean to drop off that jerky, but whatever. Okay, yeah, we have some stuff to cook there. We have journal, all of her projects, her final holotape, Islander's Almanac, Grandfather's Note, find the Silver Shroud. Mostly just clearing this stuff out is just, in principle, kind of nice. I don't think we need to drop off too much of it. There we go. Okay. I think that's all of that good stuff. So, combat. I think it was just called combat rifle. Take that. So,
Wow. That doesn't look happy.
the combat rifle. This can now be a 38, which actually makes it go to 31 damage, which is spiffy. And then long ported barrel. The recoil compensating stock. The large quick eject mag. We can go let's go a dot on the sight. And then let's go large bayonet, because this is a go-to. And that is golden. Golden. So this will now be the new Spitfire. And this will be the Spitfire Mark II is probably what we'll call it. It's not the most inventive name, but it's often a good way, because especially if I come up with a name, it's often helps me differentiate. Like, obviously if it's Mark II, that means that it has upgraded from the Mark I or whatever, right? So the idea is I can still maintain the name, but I'll know that this is an updated version of something else I was using. So the point is, that's fantastic, because now that can replace our other one. Now, let's go ahead and check, but I think there was nothing else to get for this one. I'm mostly just checking the rest of our stuff is as good as it can get. There we go. I know this is we can go large quick eject now, because we have the updated. Otherwise, the stock is all that's fine, and then there's the long ported barrel, hardened piercing, which I think is actually as good as it. Nope, powerful automatic. It actually gets better. Yup. So yeah, powerful automatic. It's a better version. Otherwise, I think that's it for this. Okay. Thunderbolt got a little better too. And then the Jolly Roger. And then we can go powerful automatic. We can go even stronger. That's as good. That's as good. That is good. Those are all muzzle brakes, which I don't want a full-on suppressor on it. That's the Spitfire, which we just did. And there's this, but it needs science to be able to be upgraded. And so that's as good as it can get. Hickman's Blade, nothing we can do about that. Now, Judgment, 50 cal is fine. Marksman, large quick eject, large recon. Yep, and then muzzle brake. We can go full on suppressor, but I like the noise, to be honest. Then we have the Hornet, which is as good as it can get with what it is. And then large ported, marksman, I think that's good there. Okay, other than that though, that was obviously worth it. Now we just need to switch some favorites here. And Spitfire Mark II. Replace that. Okay, then let's go ahead and drop the old one. Thank you for your hard work. And, well, yeah, we're going to look to see how the coastal armor looks after we try it on there. We have some more food to cook. Anyway, that's exciting. That'll make the, that'll help. Oh, wow, that's weird. Mirelurk jerky. So it takes tarberry, Mirelurk meat, and an antifreeze bottle. That is odd. That is very odd. I wouldn't have done that had I seen what it took, but it is what it is. There's Gulper Sherry. Invisible for 10 seconds, but it takes all this stuff, and that's obviously not worth it. So the Gulper innards is actually not worth it. Like, it doesn't actually, like, you can't actually make any, like, other specific food items with it. You can make Gulper Sherry, or Slurry, not Sherry, Gulper Slurry, which just makes you invisible, and it takes all this other stuff. So if I see Gulper innards, it's not an actual food item, and I cannot cook with it, which means it is worthless. So we can get rid of it. Aid. So we didn't have enough bloatfly meat to cook with. Grill, so we can drop the innards. Although, actually, by themselves, you don't even need to cook with them. By themselves, they're actually a good really good healing item. So they're heavy, but... So maybe it is not that. Maybe it is kind of worth it. But anyway, we can put that back. There's chunks, which means that's cooked. Ribeye steak, which means it's cooked. Wolf meat, which I can't actually cook with, but by itself, it's actually not bad either. But... we don't need all of that healing item, so we can drop that. We already dropped the Gulper innards and stuff. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. Now, coastal armor. It is like trash in comparison to what I've been wearing. That doesn't help. I mean, it's aquatic, but it's not as cool looking, so we will deal with the Courser armor for now. But now I can say I own it, so it obviously was worth it. Anyway. Back to Far Harbor. Alright, welcome back to Far Harbor. So, we just reached, the actual little town of Far Harbor, and now we're just kind of exploring the island. There's lots of goodies to see and loot to be had, I'm sure. We're using the Spitfire Mark II. So that's exciting. Snubnose, Turpentine. Anyway, using our new weapon. I actually didn't need that tin can. So me and the girlfriend, me and the waifu, just exploring now. Because why not? We don't need the light other than inside buildings, but a lot of these buildings are hard to see. I feel like that was able to... maybe not. Anyway. So let's go ahead and maybe start with this, because it's close. For these interior locations, we could kind of use the light. Silver plate. Ooh. Duct tape. Really expecting something nasty to be waiting around the corner. I'll be like, oh, look at this cool stuff, and then immediately get jumped by, like, I don't know. I don't even know what. the fourth demon from hell or something. Combat armor, suppressed, yeah. 10mm pistols are very universal. There's ammo for 10mm everywhere, but the damage output's not that great, and there's no, like, 10mm rifle or anything, so... kind of sucks the fun out of it for me, because I'm not spec'd into pistols, so I'm not carrying any pistols. So I like rifles in general, because my damage output with a pistol, if I had perks in it, would be a lot better, but I'm not carrying any. Like, I really wish they had given like a 10mm submachine gun or rifle or something, like they had in New Vegas. That would be just fantastic. Because then I could use a 10mm like submachine gun or something, rather than at least that way it would be useful for me. Did I pass it? Oh, there we go. I think there's ghouls in this place. It's not automatic. That is not... I mean, it makes sense, right? Because it said 38 receiver. It didn't say automatic 38 receiver. So, which, yeah, so, I mean, that's actually not that... At first, I'm like, well, that sucks, but that's actually not that bad. Because I do have one perk in the rifleman for my snipers, but now I'll have a bigger reason to spec into, you know, into rifleman. So it really isn't that, actually. It actually isn't that bad. It'll be weird switching back and forth all the time, though. Yeah, it'll be weird switching back and forth, but... Good. What does that do? 20% chance of crippling the target's leg. That is garbage. Baseball cap, sweater vest, casual, army fatigues. I don't need any of that. Something I am going to need, though, is a... Oh, wow. I almost missed that. Anyway, something I am going to need is Rataway. That's really... We need the next levels. Now that we have that, the next levels should be spent towards the...
Sweet.
Anyway, should really be spent towards, like, ghoulish. That's what I was thinking of. Alright, anyway. Beaver Creek Lanes. Is this like an interior location? Oh, it is an interior location. Is my accuracy just like ass, or... I mean, several of those shots, I'm aiming right at him, and it's just like, miss, miss, miss. I'm like, I don't think I'm missing. I disagree. Like, am I taking just a penalty because I'm moving, or like, what? Yeah, so some of that seems a little wonky to me, but yeah, it's weird. It's weird using a semi-auto after using so many automatics. It's just weird. Novice. It's fun having a new location to explore. Just like a whole new island, you know?
Got it.
Everything's fresh. If you're trying to see farther than 6 inches in front of you, the light is counterproductive. I think they'll probably be... Anyway, I think there will probably be, ghouls in here is what I was about to say, but obviously there is obviously ghouls in here. Wonder glue is worth it. Duct tape is worth it. Yeah, some of this accuracy here seems really wonky to me. Keeps saying I miss, and I'm like, I really don't feel like I'm missing a lot of these shots. Fog ghoul. Wonder what the difference is. Yeah, it takes really getting used to using semi-auto anything after so many automatic weaponry. Wonder if what the difference with the fog ghoul is. Wonder if there is a difference. There's Vim, which I could take for the novelty, I suppose. Chessboard, which is just wood, in case you're wondering. One of these days I'm going to open one of these and there's going to be a monster inside. It'll be like something from a horror movie. Whoa! Someone hit something explosive back there. I see the dot. Maybe he's on the inside of the door or something. Alright, anyway. Excuse me, darling. Sounds like there's ghouls in several places here. Oh. That's why. He blew his legs off. Novice. Not gonna lie, pretty turned around. Like, I often have a pretty good mental image, but feeling a tad turned around in this location. Nice. Feel like it might be hard to figure out if I missed anything. If I ever decide to carry a minigun, I probably have like 5mm rounds. I could actually look. That doesn't have to be a mystery. Ammo. 5mm. Yep, I have almost 4,500 5mm rounds. Oh my god. Well, wonder why they're giving me so many. Oh, there's an expert lock on a cash register. What's up with that? I mean, I'm gonna get into it because my curiosity's been piqued, but yeah, that's interesting. So if I ever carry a minigun, I'll have like thousands of rounds for it. Okay. It's really not doing the whole just move a little bit thing. It's really not having it. I'm gonna have to stop every time and move it, which is annoying. Yeah, there we go. I feel like I did that already, but whatever. Worked my butt off of that for those 10 50 cal rounds. It was harder than you might believe. Sorry, I wasn't staring. I mean, what does she care? We're together. All right, I'll admit it. I was staring. One of the bonuses is the accuracy, though. Whoa! I actually didn't mean to open the pit, boy. As usual, I was trying to crouch for some reason. Whoa. I'm okay. Bloodied lead pipe. Deals more damage the lower your health is. Yeah, but even if it is a bloodied lead pipe, that still just makes it a lead pipe. I'm hoping because it's semi-auto that I'm saving a fortune of bullets by even with all of my misses because it's not automatic. There's a little part of me that keeps telling me that maybe that'll be true. Just a little terminal. I don't know what those models are for, but I feel good about myself when I loot them. Alright. Bowling. Okay, that's where I came in. Oh, oil can. I keep saying it and not looting it. That's like super valuable because that means oil. Saw this. Okay, so what's over here? Ah, I think this is where I came in. Yep, okay. That's a cute little, it gives a cute little location. There's some ghouls in it, and I spent lots of ammo, but I got a fair amount back too, so in other non-38 caliber increments, but not bad. And maybe there might have been some things I missed, but there was some really good stuff in there too, so not bad, not bad. Okay, anyway, originally we were headed to Longfellow's cabin, so really we could stick with our original original plan here. Okay. And I think we're gonna see if we can set Longfellow as a, how are we doing on ammo for it? 6. Yeah, see, like, all those rounds we fired, like, I feel like that, you know, it wasn't bad, you know, considering, like, all the ammo we spent versus what we have left. I don't think it was that bad. Anyway, I almost think to get there, you have to go around this way. I think you have to go over here. Anywho. So, you know, there was some good stuff there, I feel like. We'll have to spec more into semi-auto stuff now that we're carrying so many semi-auto things. There's a darn good thing that they don't have sea creatures in this game. Look at those bones. Can you imagine? Or at least, like, you know, these dolphin shark looking things. Bet you that'd be pretty spooky if there was all these water monsters. Oh, that reminds me. We should take some rat away. And then let's grab a Nuka-Cola, and a Nuka-Cherry. Mostly just to reduce the weight. And then a grilled rat roach, and that should get us up, I think. Yup. But yeah, investing in ghoulish would be a really wise idea. Yeah, getting towards ghoulish makes a lot of sense. But now that we have the top level of gun nut, I feel like now we could probably focus on it. I think they could be okay. Getting our damage output increased, especially with semi-auto stuff, might be wise, but, you know.
I keep saying to myself I should settle down someday. I miss the boat now.
Get it? As it's a long, because it's Far Harbor?
We heading out?
No.
Not yet. Just stay put for now.
Right.
He says that like he's annoyed. He's like, sure. Whatever you want, man. I'm just gonna loot your little cabin for,
No such thing as junk, as far as I'm concerned. Everything's got a use.
Yeah, I agree with you. You're like the first possible companion that had positive things to say about me looting. He's like, well done. I was like, thank you. Good lord. I think that you need to watch your health, Longfellow. Anyway, let's go ahead and... Yeah, that's what I say. This place is missing a lot. So let's supply line him towards Sanctuary Hills, because I'm never going to carry him, so he might as well get that done. And then, I don't, like, care too badly, so there's no one here, too, especially, but gonna be honest, I don't like seeing things in the red, even if I'm never going to use it, so we'll just get that. That's plenty. Now, there is no food. Food's not that needed, because there's only, like, he's doing okay, and even getting the water up got the food up, so... We just need to get defenses, and he's supply line, so he's not actually here. We'll go regular little baby turrets because it doesn't matter, that's why. Let's see here. And then let's go one more on the front. Let's put a little turret on the outhouse. Can I even do that? No. Game's like, that's just dumb. There. I got one in the front, one in the back. Everything's in the green. Mission accomplished. Although, we might as well scrap some of this obvious crap that's not that good looking. Because it makes sense, because this'll help my main settlement. You know? There's some good free stuff lying around here. Okay. I mean, heck, even that, I mean, that was like 100 wood and like, you know, a few other assorted things, so even that's not terrible. But yeah, there's some good fallen trees and other good like-minded things. That is really good stuff, and I don't want to get rid of too much stuff. I want to keep the aesthetics, but some of these more fallen trees, like that one, I don't want to get rid of that one. It looks so good right there. But like that one makes sense. That one's okay. These like loose barrels and stuff on the front. Having a few little like barrels down here I'm okay with. But like one little bucket down here. You know, some maple branches. They're not helping anything by lying there. And it's some good things to get rid of. Like that one, that's a good one. Anyway, okay, there we go. If nothing else, that'll help my main settlement with some other goodies. That way, you know, it's not just sitting in the red for no reason. Otherwise, let's just head out and keep exploring. It'll take some getting used to using this semi-auto. We'll have to get my semi-auto damage output increased with on the rifleman perk, but at the moment, headed towards ghoulish feels more important, and I feel like my overall damage is good enough that it'll be fine on its own without any other extra help. Still, though, I am mindful of it. And now Longfellow is connecting settlements, so he's doing, you know, productive things. Can you imagine if there was, like... I'll take both of those. Can you imagine if there was, like, water creatures here? You know, that'd be kind of spooky, man. That'd be kind of spooky, man. Might as well cook that, you know, it was right there. Alright. Otherwise, I think we'll just continue on. Now we can probably explore this boat a little more. We saw the house last time. So maybe now we can explore the boat. And see what it's all about. Sorry. Alright, I have no questions as to why those shots missed. That was like some pretty horrific accuracy, so I'm not going to question those misses. They were absolutely fair. Oh, wow. There's a big old fat steamer truck down here. Assault rifle, pipe pistol, I don't care about either one of those. The ammo and stuff sitting down there was worth it, though. Alright, let's figure out what's in this boat. A little bit different on this one, huh? Sea captain's hat. I don't know if I have a sea captain's hat. I think I have a Coast Guard hat. But I'll take it. Some good ammo there. Worth doing for the ammo. Looks like there's a little baby house back here. Which I feel better exploring it with my big old shotgun out. Yeah, like, this is like the default music, man. Like, it's so good. It's so moody and fitting a lot of the time. A lot of the time it fits locations, like, a lot better than whatever your music you just have going is a lot of the time. I feel like I notice. So, so recently I've been turning off the classical and I have this going instead, and I've been really enjoying it. I don't feel like I gave credit where credit was due as necessarily as often as I could have. Mailboxes. I feel like I remember some houses somewhere. There was, oh, it's a cow. I was like, what am I staring at? Anyway, I feel like I remember somewhere there being Mirelurks filled inside one of these houses, but I feel like I think there's a lot of Mirelurks in this area. Which makes total sense, obviously. Mirelurks are like, whatever, you know, giant crabs or whatever. Basically. And, Far Harbor's all about them ocean creatures, so makes total sense. We're just walking, in case you're wondering. I don't have any specific destinations. I'm just exploring. Ghouls. Oh! They shut that guy right down. Fair amount of ghouls lying around here, though. Oh, there's a cooking stove. Which I forgot you can actually use to cook. I don't have anything to cook, but in principle, I'm a fan. I also don't need to be doing this in the dark. Regular tin can. Oh, fuses don't weigh anything. Might as well. I actually think they technically weigh like 0.1 pounds or something, but they weigh nearly nothing, so there's no reason not to take them, is I guess what I meant. Mailboxes sometimes have ammo and stuff in them. It's worth investigating. What the heck is this? It's like such an obvious big crater that it makes you feel like that there's a reason. But maybe not. Because we already saw this, didn't we? Like I said, listen to this music. It's so moody. Makes you feel like it reminds you what you're exploring, you know? It's so creepy. Okay, anyway. Yeah, see, even despite the fact that I feel like we miss a lot of shots, we still have 1662 on our 38. On the 38 caliber, so it doesn't feel that bad, considering. Alright, we're near a location over here, so tempted to explore it. I'm a little bit wondering about... Okay, never mind. I was about to say on the route to get there, but never mind. Alright, let's give it a save. I feel like, because it's a major location, so there'll probably be something big and bad and nasty up here, so let's not fool around. Yeah, Ghoulish would be really nice to have leveled up right about now, because a lot of these little issues would be very non-issues if my radiation healed itself over time. It would make all these little rads completely inconsequential. Plus, if rads heal my health, it would even be a good thing even in the short term. Because normally you can get rads without getting healed, obviously, so. Nothing there. Just some miscellaneous crates. Okie dokie. I think this is like what's at the vault. But in this case, it doesn't actually look like it's a vault thing, although it's kind of what this looks like, don't it? This is obviously a vault door. Interesting. I don't totally remember this location, but it's interesting nonetheless. Looks like we're near a pond, maybe? Which is actually a little bit dangerous, because there's obviously lots of big nasty things in the water around this area. On this island. But we could go look. There's nothing wrong with looking. If we get real scared, we can run away. Which is, if you recall, something I said when we died during the first part of this playthrough, which was supposed to be permadeath. So that's what got us killed. When we went to go look at something that was way above our pay grade, and we died. Lest you forget. And by you, I mean me, really, because I have complete control over whether we go over here or not. And yet I'm still exploring. Okay. Got like 3 good shots to the head. There was like 1 missed bullet there, but it really wasn't bad. Some of these other ghouls are Berserkers. Does more damage to lower your armor resistance. So that's like if you were wearing really light armor. It would be a fairly good plan. Something this gun does not do well, hip fire. I can't just like pop it on the hip real quick, you know what I mean? Like I do for like my shotgun, where a lot of the time I don't actually have to aim. You know? Especially because the damage is so insane on this thing. It does like 149 damage or something. And that's obviously 1 bullet, right? So, I have many of them. But, you know. It's interesting. You know, it's interesting. There's a rad storm coming in, by the way. But yeah, a lot of the time I don't even have to aim, so it's... That little rifle does not... It does not act the same as the shotty. You do have to aim on that one, and it will know if you don't. Also, we gotta get out of here. It's time to leave! I am not at the point in my life yet where this stuff doesn't matter. Also, it says I have power armor on Far Harbor. I'm assuming that's a lie, and maybe it's like on top of the boat, like, you know, like the marker, meaning you have power armor back in the Commonwealth. Is maybe really what it means. Hard to say. Regardless, though, we should once we get back to Far Harbor, we should look at our weight, and we should look at our weight, figure out what we're sitting at. If the weight's badly enough, we might make a run back home. Although we are out of the range of the rad storm now, so that's good. What's the weight situation? How heavy are we? Okay, we got 42 pounds. That's not bad. We can stick around then, which is convenient because that means that we can save our call our episode right here. Oh, look at this. I think she's the part of that hotel we were at earlier. I think she's part of that quest.
Ah, you there? Are you that detective I've heard about?
I guess you could say that.
Oh, wonderful. I wasn't sure how I was ever going to find you. I haven't been able to find any of the local police force. The louts? I don't want to start a panic, but, well, we may have a murder on our hands, and we need an outside set of eyes.
Is this conversation on the clock?
Oh, yes. Well, I suppose I do have a bit of petty cash on me that I could provide for your time. Please, you must help us. Every moment we wait, our residents are at risk.
Where did the crime take place?
At the Cliff's Edge Hotel, just north of the town. Will you help us solve this heinous crime?
Okay, I'll help.
Oh, thank goodness. Shall I guide you to the Cliff's Edge Hotel now?
Go ahead. I'll meet you there.
Very good. I shall meet you at the main entrance to the hotel.
Beautiful. There we go. Now we actually got that, you know, the quest that normally goes with it. Anywho. But I actually don't know if I'm interested in jumping right into that one, but we can unhighlight it at least. Anywho. So, that'll be a great place to call it. And we made good progress today. We've started Far Harbor, and when we get back, there'll be lots of goodies to explore. Yeah, when we get back, there'll be lots of goodies to explore, and we can go looking around, see what trouble we can find on Far Harbor, and it's really cool having a whole new area to explore. That is obviously fantastic. So. Looking forward to that, and yeah, and I will be recording, I think it's part 4, maybe, of our Far Cry 3 playthrough right after this, so if you are interested in Far Cry, you are more than welcome to go check it out. Again, sorry for the lack of videos the last, 5 days, it's been one hell of a 5 days, so, but I'm happy to be back now, and feeling a little more on the, you know, a little more on schedule again, so first time in days and days where I didn't have something super duper painful and stressful to do, so that's nice. Anyway, that is going to call for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later.